Okay, now we are going to make a drawing, and our drawing is going to look kind of like the drawings that we saw in the book we just heard, I Am Not Just a Scribble. When little Scribble went for a walk, the first thing Scribble saw was a house. And that is what we are going to draw together. So I want you to pick up your pencils, and the first thing we are going to draw together is the roof of the house. We are going to draw the house to be kind of small. It is not going to take up the whole paper. It's just going to be in the corner because we have other things to draw and fit on our page. The first thing we are going to draw together is a straight line, just like this, with our pencils. That's going to be the bottom part of our roof. The next thing we are going to draw is we are going to draw the diagonal lines of the roof. So we will make one line like this and one line like this. It makes a shape that is kind of like a triangle. That is going to be our roof of our house. The next thing we are going to draw is the building part of the house. That is going to be in the shape of a rectangle. I'm going to make one line like that, one line like this, and one line like this. That looks like a pretty good house, but it's missing a few things. How would I get into this house? It doesn't have a door. I am going to have to draw a door inside my house. And to do that, I am going to make a rectangle at the bottom of the house, because doors are things that you open on the ground level of a house and walk in. So I'm going to make a line right there at the bottom of my house. One more line. And one more line. And that will be my door. I'm going to put a little circle that will be my doorknob. You can, but you don't have to. What else am I missing? The next thing I am missing is windows. So I will draw a couple of windows inside my house. I will make windows by making little tiny squares inside the house. Just like that. Then I'm going to make one more window using only straight lines, making a little square like this, and then I'll put a little X in the middle, and now I have my house. Doesn't it look great? I think it does. That house looks very similar to the house that we saw in our story today. And outside our story, or outside the house today, we saw flowers in our story today. So I'm going to go ahead and add flowers. Now the flowers are not going to be as big as the house. They'll be shorter. So I'm going to draw one line at the bottom of the page because flowers are growing out of the ground. Then I'm going to make a little circle. That will be the middle of my flower. And then I'm going to give little petals to my flower, which are like little bumps that go all the way around the circle that is the center of my flower. I think that looks pretty great. It looks so great, I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to draw one more line at the bottom of my page. Then I'm going to draw one more circle. Then I'm going to make little bumps going all the way around my circle. Ugh, that looks beautiful. Now look at your paper and make sure that your paper has all the same lines and shapes that my paper has. Take a minute to add anything or fix anything that you want. But remember, we are just learning how to draw in art class. We don't need it to look perfect. We just need to do our best. So if you have a part of your house or your flowers that didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, you don't need to worry about it. I think it's going to look just great, even if it doesn't look exactly like mine. Everybody is special in different ways, and everybody's artwork will be different and special as well. Now, the next characters that we met in our story today were clouds and a sun. Now, the sun is usually up in the sky, and so I'm going to draw my sun at the top of my page. I'm going to make a circle near the top of my page, just like that. It's not going to be a giant circle because the sun won't take up the whole sky. I will want to add clouds. So it will just be, I don't know, kind of a smaller circle near the top of my page. And then when I think about the sun, I think about standing in the sun and feeling its warm rays on my face. We are going to make lines coming out of our sun. Those will be the rays of sun. You might have more rays on your sun. You might have less. The next thing I am going to want to draw is the clouds. I am going to draw the clouds by making a bunch of bumps that are together. So I just made 1 bump, 2 bumps, 3 bumps, 4 bumps, 5 bumps, 6 bumps. I took 6 little bumps to make my cloud. Your cloud might have more bumps. That's totally fine. Your cloud might have fewer bumps. That's totally fine too. Now, the last character that we met in this story was the rainbow. The rainbow came together with the house and the sun and the clouds at the end when they decided to let Scribble play with them. We're going to draw a rainbow on our paper. Drawing a rainbow is pretty easy. All we are doing is drawing a curvy line, and because rainbows are in the sky, we are going to be drawing those again kind of close to our cloud and our sun. We're going to be drawing them on the top half of our paper. I am going to make a rainbow, and first I'm going to make a line, but I'm going to stop if I get to a cloud because the rainbow is not going to go through the cloud. It's going to go behind the cloud. So I'm going to pick up my pencil, move it across, and then finish my rainbow right there. Because that line won't go over the cloud, it will go under it. So I'm going to pick up my pencil when I get to the cloud. I'm not going to draw over my pencil. Then I'm going to draw a second line. And again, I'm going to stop when I get to my cloud. Then I'm going to draw a third line. Stop when I got to my cloud, and then I kept going. Then I'm going to draw another line. And I'm going to draw one more. And that's going to be my rainbow. Now I think I have a picture that is very similar to the picture that we saw in our story today. Now all that's left for me to do is color it. In the story, Scribble helped all of his friends, the house, the clouds, the sun, the rainbow, use color to make themselves even more beautiful. We're going to color in our picture using as many colors as we can. Now you could choose a color of an object that looks like it is the real color in real life, or you don't have to. For example, the sun is usually yellow. I could color my sun yellow, but I don't have to today. What I want you to do is use as many colors as you can to color in your picture.